bit, right?
I'm losing my boner. We rolling profiles? Rolling? Simon. Let's fucking do it, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all edades, welcome back to your mama's favorite podcast, baby. This is the Go Deeper podcast where we go deeper, go home. Today in the motherfucking studio, very, very, very special guest, good friend of mine. We go way back. Actually, turns out we go further back than I actually thought we fucking actually do. We got my man Dave in the fucking building, baby. How are you feeling tonight? Thank you for fucking making the trek over the mountain and finally stepping into the studio, bro. Thank you for coming on, my man Dave. How you feeling?
Bien. Chuso. Gracias.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Por tenerme aquí.
Bro, finally. We've been talking about getting you on the podcast for over a year at least.
Yeah, right when you were, because you had it going, and then I think you had another band in, and then that's when the other guys were talking, and they were trying to get us in.
See, they were trying to get, we were trying to get the whole grupo in, like the whole Impulsos and the whole clica in too, and it's just, there's so many, and they live so far, so I mean, I'm taking them as I can get them, bro. So we got at least one in the fucking building today,
Come
bro.
Come join me.
Come join. Where you at, motherfuckers? No te creas, bro. No mamas, bro. Fucking Dave. Thank you for coming on, güey, la neta. It's fucking... We just did a podcast yesterday, but you told me you were in town, and I was like, you know what? Cancelame las strippers, because we were going to have a busy-ass Saturday today. This is the first episode we do in the morning. That's why we're not fucking drinking beers. We're drinking motherfucking DBs, baby. Which, by the way, they got new cups. Even Profiles is drinking today. He's joining us. It's non-alcoholic, of course, but we got hope. We got Profiles of hot chocolate, you know, because we festive tonight, baby. We're in the fucking December mood. Beat your Profiles. Bro, before we fucking start, tell this camera where we can find you on social medias and OnlyFans and all that good shit.
Nah, none of that OnlyFans. I have more respect for myself. If there's any respect. But, no. This is
I got
SqueezeBox Dave.
SqueezeBox Dave on
Instagram. If you want to find me on Snapchat, replace the Y with the V.
Yeah. So SqueezeBox Dave Vev on Snapchat?
Yeah.
All right. You don't got... Do I have you on Facebook? Do you have a Facebook?
I do. I just haven't been active since 2020.
I love beers.
Yeah, I just haven't...
So cover Show Down the World and your Facebook.
Yeah, more or less. I didn't want to be stuck in that same world and have everybody's depressing posts.
Bro, that's true, bro. Sometimes you fucking gotta snip out the negativity just to let more light into your life and shit. So
yeah,
I understand that one 100%. Bro, tell me about your fucking initials, because I known you for the longest time, and I know that you play accordion. I've seen you on the bass. I'm pretty sure you play quinto too, because if you play bass and accordion, you gotta play a little bit of fucking quinto.
A little. I mean, just like how you said it before in one of your podcasts. I felt it easier to pick up the bajo quinto easier than the guitar.
It is, bro. People don't understand that because they're like, a 10-string, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, if you actually look at the positions that we're doing, if you do a do or a C for my Spanish impaired, and you want to go to a re, which is a D, instead of changing your whole ass position of your hand, just slide 2 frets up, baby. That's all. That's the difference.
Right. That's
all you got to do. So, in essence, in theory, bajo quinto is easier to play than a 6-string guitar. Anyways, bro, I fucking had to fucking boom do that one for the people that don't understand really quick. But I do want to ask you, what was your first grupo? Like, what got the ball rolling for you in this bullshit world we call la musicada?
Well, believe it or not, I think I had this interest growing up as a kid. I think, it was when I was in Illinois. My dad, he had this una banda de orquesta, an orchestra band.
What?
So, yeah, se llamaba Banda La Guadalupana.
Ah, cabrón.
So, so they kept the name and everything, and they brought the instruments because the musicians didn't want to keep it over there. So they started buying the instruments, and they brought them over here to start a band, and they brought it over here to Oregon.
So from Illinois to Oregon.
It was just my dad. Yeah, well, they not everybody, just my dad, but they invested in the money that was for the instruments and trajes, and people that wanted to play, because they showed them and they had interest, so they got them the instruments. Y formaron la banda aquí.
Oh shit!
So they had it here, and I was about maybe 12 or 13 years old, and had a few of my other cousins que ahí también, nomás porque their dads were ahí andaban ahí entre la bola ahí con los músicos.
Ajá.
Pues ahí agárrese con la tambora o con el trombón. And I was, yo era un trombón, I played el trombón.
No fucking. Desde
Pero-
morrillo.
Nomás en ese tiempo fui cuando agarré un instrumento de boquilla.
Uh-huh.
A
Like a winded instrument, but
correct.
oh no shit,
But it
bro.
was,
How old were you?
12 or 13.
A la verga.
But it was only a little bit. Nomás ese inicio no aprendí. Nomás puro lírico, no era nada.
Uh-huh.
It was nothing like by notes. It was just all by ear.
Oh, that was one of the questions I was about to ask you because I know a lot of times con bandas and stuff they have sheet music and they're reading. You ever learn how to read music?
In college a little bit, I was at least the basics, knowing from bass, knowing the.
Move the mic a little bit this way. Porque
Dang.
escucha más mejor.
I'm sorry.
There we go. That sounds better.
So yeah, it was I'm lost now.
No, sorry. I was gonna ask you if you ever learned to read music.
Music is on in college, at least the music fundamentals and
Nice.
how to at least acknowledge what it is, if it's a bass or treble clef, and then
So, yeah,
from then on forth, I can't, but at least I can tell you where they're at and then pick it up a little, but not fully a full-on sheet and tell you, oh, it's this song or that.
There's people that just take a glance at sheet music. Oh yeah, bro, Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah, they can read it. I can't tell you that.
No, that's crazy though.
But that's the thing. That's an actual reason why the band separated.
Wait, the Guadalupana band?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Es que llegó un maestro, I'm not sure where, y les quería transportarlos porque they played a puro oído, pero quería que tocaran bien,
Uh-huh.
que le sacaran, o sea, buenas las melodías, que no estuvieran tan desafinados. So the music teacher came in and started helping them out so they can play music, and half of the band wanted to and the other half didn't, and
Oh, I see.
so that's how it just split.
So it was just like a conflict of people's what they wanted to do. And
Yeah,
whatever.
some people wanted to learn by notes, read music, and others they didn't want to.
Simon. Damn, that sucks.
So that's usually I can kind of say a start, but I wasn't fully in the band.
Uh-huh.
But the
it was
actual
it
start,
was a sneak peek.
yeah, a preview of what was to come.
Preview to the remix.
Yeah, and then I was trying to play the accordion years on out. Right after I moved to cities, went to band, and one of my dad's coworkers ended up playing polka music with the accordion, and I was interested, and I told him, oh, have him teach me how to play, and I was interested in, well, like, he's gonna show me all these songs. Started showing me just a few scales, just one scale. It was the scala de do, the scale of C.
It's like the most common one.
Yeah,
Right?
pretty simple.
I think I know. Like
And then-
I know a
and
little
then-
bit of that one.
So he showed me that, and I took advantage of that scale, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? I want more. I want songs. So I lost interest. I got my permits, and I was just wanted the streets. So I was driving, taking advantage of it with my friends. I got 3 traffic infractions within 6 months
of
so-
having your fucking shit.
of having my permit. So that's an immediate 6 months suspension in your license here in Oregon. So that took the liberties of me driving and being vago.
Took you off the streets real quick. As soon as you got on, the police were like, "Nah, get this motherfucker off the streets right now."
So I didn't live closer in the town, so I didn't have many people come and pick me up. So the funny thing was that I ended up just taking advantage of work, like schoolwork, and the accordion. I picked it up and I started getting songs on my own.
Oh, you couldn't be in the streets. You're like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Let me just fucking hang this accordion out real quick.
Yeah, pretty much. And I started getting all these songs that I wanted to. I think like Las Mañanitas obviously was the only song he showed me, but I got Se les peló Baltasar in the Scala de Do. And that's when I started getting other scales, and I started doing those same songs and doing them in those other scales.
In different scales. Gotcha.
It was just Do and Sol. There was the only 2 scales. And then I went to, it was 2000.
For my Spanish impaired, that is the key of C and the key of G.
Yeah. So 2009 came rolling around, and that's when I just, I was really interested. I had the accordion. I was picking it up. I felt confident in getting most of these songs, but I did not know what I was playing.
What kind of accordion did you have?
It was a Hunter Corona Dos.
Let's go, bro. That's better than the Panthers. Mostly everybody always starts with the Panther.
Yeah, no, I started with a Hunter Corona Dos.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Those are like the Tigres ones, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. Those are the Tigres fucking
So I
accordions.
started with that bad boy, and And because of that, you get to see it too. That it's the same model and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a little tiger of the north.
A little northern tiger, baby. Rawr. Oh, that's fucking tight though, because I mean that's fucking taking time and dedication. Like you want to be on the streets, but the fucking police are like, nah, that's not happening right now. So it's like taking advantage of the time that you are at home. Fucking baby Jorge Hernandez, bro.
Yeah, so that led me to meeting up Dueto Ranchero, así se llamaba, con Rogelio y Don Loreto en paz descanse.
Saludosos.
Yeah, él fue el que me ayudó más en aprender más así mi instrumento, like knowing my instrument well, of what I was actually playing instead of just me like, oh, this sounds like this, or it's like that. Sí. At least he helped me know, well, it's in this key. It's in this scale, or can you get this? And that only went for like 3 months because we had our little conflicts within the band ourselves. And I ended up meeting, that same night we had in conflict, I ended up meeting the bass player of my other band, which was Privilegio Norteño, and that was an actual Norteño band.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and that was a good experience because he helped me out even more. He used to play, Don Alonso tocaba el bajo en Los Ángeles. Saludos. Y nos contamos con Gabriel y su hijo, Gabriel.
Saludazos.
Y formamos Privilegio Norteño y fue una buena carrera allí for...
I could be way off here. Gabriel, did he play accordion?
No.
I'm getting confused. Creo que así se llamaba también el acordeonero de Gerardo Ortiz, right? He had family here in Hood River. I think his name was Gabby too.
Pineda.
Yeah. So it's not different Gabriel?
No, sí, es otro.
Gotcha.
So yeah, es Gabriel Torres. Y su papá, en paz descanse, me enseñó bien las posiciones, the good positioning on how to get another scale, because I was breaking my head doing la bemol, which is a spread out scale, and you have to have the right finger configuration.
Same on.
Just so you can make it easier to play.
You were telling me about that. So you were hitting the right notes, but by ear. You were just
I was spreading it out, and like there's a certain way you can still hit them, but it's making it harder, and it's troublesome for your hand. So you can do less work and get the same quality of notes in music without forcing yourself and trying to jump. You have to keep that certain position.
And he's the one that he saw you doing it the hard way, and he's just like,
no,
you're working too hard, brother. Do it like this.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
See, that's dope.
Si no fue por también con esa guía que me ayudó, I wouldn't have been picking up more el acordeón. Porque los inicios, believe it or not, I had a few videos out on YouTube. Like, I could have pushed them out, and they had their videos generating, but I didn't have internet. I didn't have a computer. I just did it with borrowed. And people were hitting me up, oh, can you do it much slower? Or you show me tutorials. So I would have been one of those tutorial videos, and I didn't jump into it. But
you could have been one of the tutorial, like the El Compa Big Show on fucking YouTube. The guy who does, this is how you play La Ya Casita NG.
Yeah, because I have a video, and it's like 12 years old.
No way.
Yeah.
On YouTube?
It's on YouTube. It's old, and it's still out there, and I'll pull it up later. So that only happened for about 3 years in Privilegio. I ended up leaving and starting Nuevo Impulso, and I believe that's when you ended up
that's when I found out kind of who you were and who Impulso was, because of social media, and I can't remember exactly how it happened, but I ended up following you guys. And we became homies right away because I would always comment, oh, good shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was always fucking good vibes with you guys, my compa Alejandro, and ¿cómo se llamaba el drummer también?
El Johnny.
Johnny, saludos con mi compa Johnny también, mi compa Eric también, he was singing with you guys. I still fucking send memes back and forth with that fool because I listen with compa Eric, bro. That was a badass group, bro. I feel bad that I never got to actually see you guys perform live because just the distance wise, you know what I'm saying? But I always wanted to.
No, that was a good carrera. Like, believe it or not, with Nuevo Impulso was when we actually started seeing like that stardom, like where you feel, I'm sure you get to feel like, damn, ya lo vamos a hacer a lo grande.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
We're going to be artists. You know? So,
ya con estos.
Yeah, when you feel it when you're having the right group of guys. And Nuevo Impulso, that first time when we got together and we had it, pues nomás tocamos en 2 eventos, si no estoy mal, fue una quinceañera y una comunión o bautizos, no recuerdo. Pero ya de esos 2 eventos había un curso de para abrir con un concierto para Banda Carnaval y Calibre 50.
Yeah, you were talking about that. There was there was a contest, dude, for like many bands could try out, and the winner of the contest got to open for Calibre 50 and Banda Carnaval, which got Calibre 50. Obviously, they've died down since, and then Munoz got out. But at the time, bro, they were fucking probably like number one, bro. It was around the same time Gerardo T started dying down. Calibre 50 fucking jumped up, and they were fucking rocking it, bro. And then you guys fucking won the fucking contest.
Yeah,
DJ
Denver. It was the one offering it to us, and then we had the most likes on our post. I don't know how it happened. It was like the other one that había un grupo que se llamaba como Grupo Fantasma or something like that, or era Fantasma Tropical or something like tocaban.
I don't even know.
Back in the day, but yeah, they were like the runner-ups. And
oh, sí?
Yeah, because they were known. Había muchos grupos que entraron al curso y nos sorprendimos porque ganamos, like, ahora sí, amárrense, que ya tenemos que tocar. Pero sí estuvo bien la experiencia. Todos bien nerviosos, obvio.
Yeah, of course. You should get your third motherfucking gig, bro.
Yeah, you're on stage. Y lo que me dio risa era que yo estaba... I went to sleep thinking, like, yo, we got to take our gear. Mm-hmm. And everybody, we talked the day before, like, oh, no, they'll have everything for us. And I'm like, nah, we just got to take something prepared.
I would bring everything just in case, bro, honestly.
So they didn't do that. And I knew I had gut feeling. And I'm like, oh, where's your guys' cables and all this other stuff? You guys don't have any?
No way.
Yeah.
They didn't have any at the event?
So they had to, like, scramble and get some. And I'm like, well, what about me? Oh, no tenemos un cable para el bajo. I'm like, fuck, so I'm screwed. And the sound engineer guy, we didn't even have a sound engineer guy. I was like, oh, where's your sound engineer guy?
Uh-huh. He was like,
we don't know. We just won a contest. What the fuck are we supposed to do?
This is my third gig, bro.
What in the world?
No mames, bro.
So that happened. And one of the sound engineers that we had, he was going to help us out. But it was behind. Like, he was going to show up late. So he wasn't going to make it in time. And then when we got all our equipment, they found me a cable. It was short. So I was like, off to the side. Everybody was closer together, but I'm all
kind of over here, limited to the corner and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but whatever. I mean, if it's a cable that works.
It worked, and it made it happen. So we did that for about a year and a half, if I'm not mistaken, and then we had to part ways. Our own issues that kind of split the band up.
Life happens sometimes, bro.
Yeah. So the crazy thing was that we just didn't really keep in touch. Only a few members did, and they were practicing. Eric, the singer, ended up picking up the quinto, and like they were doing their moves behind me, and I was doing moves without them, kind of in the way. I picked up the accordion. I was just doing it by myself. And all of a sudden, they got us together. I'm like, oh, we're gonna come out and just play and jam out the house. And before you know it, we kind of did like a little hybrid. Like it sounded good because me playing and Alejandro transitioning from the quinto to the bass. So we made it a less member. And we continued on there. It was a 2.0. One of the members later on had to leave for his own personal reasons too. Life happens. And it was for the best, you know, because we're still back. Everything still went good. It's just we took another hiatus, take a break. The accordionist player decided to come back and do his thing with us, which was good. Así en caliente, just came and like, hey, we got a gig.
Picked up where we left off and shit.
Like, let's do it. But unfortunately, like, como dices tú, the very first time when you met us, we had that wave, we had that drive. It wasn't the same anymore. And like everybody else felt it.
Sí.
So that's why I can see why other people kind of just branched off, or they didn't have that same interest.
Sí.
So kind of left off.
Everybody kind of gets to that point sometimes. Bro, I'm telling you, I was with Felix for 10 years too, and so it was like, it's not that I didn't feel it no more. We're just, I don't know, bro. Like I still got love for the music and everything, bro. I love the fucking el tocar, el pinche las desveladas. I live for that shit, bro. I hate that shit. You hate las desveladas?
Yeah, that's.
Bro, I love it, bro.
Sleep deprivation is like the number one cause of death.
I'm a nocturnal motherfucker, bro.
Next to fentanyl.
Next to fentanyl. Especially around here, you know what I'm saying? Shit's a fucking curse. No, bro. The reason I left is because I felt like I have no time, bro. For me, time is everything. You know, time's the most valuable thing. Time is the most valuable currency in the world, and you know what I'm saying? People don't really realize that shit. So it's just, you work Monday through Friday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday you're gigging out. What day do you have to do anything? You have none. So that's just the main reason why. But it's not because I didn't feel the love for it anymore, though. I think a lot of people like, oh, you got tired of Felix? Oh, you got tired of fucking being out all night? I said, no, not really, bro. It's not that. I got tired of having no time. That's what I got tired of.
Yeah. And it does make sense. It does come to a point like that. Because, I mean, a lot of people that aren't in or haven't been experiencing what we have experienced, they have a disillusion, like in a way. They're disillusion of expecting, having all these expectations. Like a lot of people, like even my family, are like, oh yeah, you get all these ladies, all this. I'm like,
that's what my girl thinks.
Like, are you for real? Look at me.
Why do you stay at mojitos until 3 a.m? Because Pepe doesn't just play an hour. Pepe plays like an hour and a half, hour 45, sometimes 2 hours. That's why I'm out here. You're out there with the ladies. I'm out here with my guitar, baby, and she's very curvy. She got this beautiful big round curve. Bro, so after Impulso, how long was it? Because after Impulso was Clica, right?
Well, that one was kind of weird. So I was still, the last time where I played with Impulso, I had more performances from other people that were contracting me than with Impulso.
So you were like helping out other bands more than your actual band.
Yeah.
Simon.
But it wasn't like I didn't have priority in other bands. I still had my band in priorities. It was just no habían tocado, no nada. Pues, okay, they hit me up.
That was very me mercenario, like during the last 6 months.
Yeah, no wonder I seen you branched out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because you recorded a song with Alejandro y su cuadrilla. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Saludos para mi compa Alejandro, bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's what I was kind of wondering. I'm like, I mean,
a lot of people are like, you left Felix? No, bro. Just while there's no gigs, if a band calls me, hey, could you help me out? And I check with Felix, no tenemos nada. So I'm gonna go help out whoever needs help, bro. It's like substitute, pues like I don't know. Somebody can't come. It's like coverage. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah, so that's last year. Yo trabajé con IM Norteño.
Oh, Simón.
IM Norteño, they hit me up. I helped them out with the bass. Meño Lugo, Ari helped me out to help out Meño Lugo.
The Zapatillas de Bergamo guy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I had to because Ari, you guys had gotten the tickets to go see, I forget his name all the time, Jack Black, fucking Tenacious D.
Oh, no mames.
Yeah.
Was that the time we went to go to Atlanta?
Yeah, you guys went. You had to fly out.
No mames, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that was a long time ago.
It's crazy. Well, believe it or not, I have an elephant memory, and like I start remembering this shit.
That is fuck. Like, I want to talk to you about your fucking brain, and it's fucking weird.
Hey. Actually, it doesn't work. Only when it chooses to.
Because one of the questions I was gonna ask you too, because like they're from Salem, bro. Like Tacoma Luis.
Yeah, and you guys mentioned it on the podcast that you guys were going to see like how the hell did I do it? Where I stayed in Central Oregon, Bend, and then they were over there in Salem.
And they're giggling. I'm like, are you fucking crossing the mountain every time?
I was. So all right, let's break that down. How did I do it with La Clica? So right after the last of it, we were already trying to form a band with Rafa. Like he hit me up. He liked the way I played. He was trying to do his band.
Saludos para el compa Rafa. He sings real good too, brother.
Yeah. Ponte pila. Yeah.
He's stupid.
No, so yeah, he's a really good. Everybody there, like everybody that I played with, son gran músicos. Like, si yo los comparo, I'll compare you to not somebody else. I'm gonna compare you to when I first seen you. And when I'm seeing you again,
Simón.
Si has progresado,
right.
valiendo madre, that you got comfortable. Because I mean, I can understand things happen or life, and that's why check up on someone.
Simón.
But sometimes it can be other things that
you just lose interest or whatever. Millions of reasons.
A lot of factors come into play. And I'm just fortunate that I was able to play with, and who have I played with?
Simón. Con todos esos vatos. So you would fucking tell you that you would pass over the mountain?
Yeah.
That's fucking...
I worked in Sisters, and so it was only like 2 hours, like less than 2 hours. But to me, fucking just driving, it was made it like an hour and a half.
Oh, wasn't putiza.
Yeah, I just knew how to drive. I mean, and when to pass, I wasn't doing it like, stupidly. I just know when traffic was going to slow down and up the hills, and like, okay, get ready.
Especially if you're doing it so much, ya conoces el camino too. So you're just like, I know that this curve is going to come up right here, so I'm going to go get speed because
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, so it wasn't really a speed factor. It's just making it to where we would practice on the weekend or have a day, and then if there was a gig, it would be good. If there wasn't a gig, well, it's fine. I would go back. I would go back if there wasn't a gig. If there was a gig, well, let's make it worth it. Practice, and then gig it.
Fucking hell yeah, bro. That was another band that I don't think I ever had the opportunity to see live tampoco. I'm trying to figure out who was out. It was you, Rafa, Luis from the Tacoma. Wasn't it Jose Luis
Jose
too?
Luis and Fabian.
And Fabian with that.
Fabian, yeah.
That's a squad.
Yeah.
That's a squad right there, honestly.
And y'all still need to come over here. Y'all need to tell your clicas.
Hell yeah, bro. Ya están todos invitados, bro. We just gotta set it up. That's the only thing. Conflict of fucking schedules is a fucking issue with a lot of people.
But that's like
a lot of people and me, obviously. I'm the other part of the fucking schedule, right?
Right. So I'm gonna go back before I get to meet you. It was like the band thing, finishing off with the clica. It was so they got me to pretty much. I had Rafa's contact.
Mm-hmm.
The year ended. I didn't think he was gonna hit me back, but then the way that whole interaction happened was that they were already doing their band without me because he got Luis to play the accordion, and he replaced me, and Rafa was playing the bass. So it was just them four.
Right.
So they came and they were opening up for El Yaqui on a Sunday in Bend.
Your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, what are you guys doing? He's like, you need to check in. You need to check in with me.
You're my turf, baby.
Yeah. So not exactly. It was just they knew I was around there. I'm like, hey, yo, come through. We're gonna be playing. So I went to one of our mutual acquaintances, and we hung out there, and they were playing at his place. And they were like, hey, dude, you should play. Come with us. And they were going to do a sound check. So they got on stage, and they were doing sound check, and I was just playing the bass. Rafa didn't even know I played bass.
Oh, really?
No. He's like, dude, you fucking play bass too? I'm like, yeah. So I was playing the bass, and they were getting down. And most of these songs, like, obviously I didn't play. If I played them, they were in a different key. So I'm like, okay.
Right.
Let's step it up a notch, and let's change it. So I did what I could to pretty much just get it all, like, improvise.
Simon.
Like always.
like always. How you always. You're over here fucking coordinating, fucking directing.
Yeah.
Somebody fucks up. Nah, I don't think that way. Everybody fucks up. I fucked up. I'm king of fucking up shit. I be fucking up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro, No, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. You were going to say something.
You keep on cutting me off, I'm going to keep on forgetting.
I know, my bad, bro. I know, my bad. I'm the fucking worst at that shit.
No. So it was funny because Fabian told, we had the gig, and Fabian, like, pretty much got together, and he told Rafa, hey, you're no longer our bass player. That you're going to stick to singing. We got to get this fool. And so after we finished that one stand-up, it was pretty good. It's on YouTube. Somebody recorded most of the stand-up. They did a 3D video or 360 video of it, too. So you can see if it was packed or not, too.
No mames.
Or we were just busting fake videos of just ourselves on the corner.
Cabrón.
So they got that captured, too. And it was a good outcome for them. So they were satisfied with my performance, helping them out, that they agreed to have me in their band.
Got you.
So their next gig happened to be... It was before 4th of July. We had to play in Woodburn. I'm like, hey, we have a gig. It's only 4 hours. Or no, it was only 3 hours in Woodburn. I'm like, you down? I'm like, yeah, fine. I'll go. 3 hours went to 7.5.
Literally doubled.
Yeah.
More than doubled.
So, like, I was using that time for practice, like, because I already did 1 hour with them. Like, well, I'm utilizing the time as practice and getting to know what kind of chemistry we had. Because from the very first show when we had, there was that chemistry right there. And that's why Fabian, the drummer, and everybody felt him like, dude, we need him. It sounds solid.
Bro, that's one of the best feelings too. Like when you just start playing with the band, you just start like feeling the clicks. You just like start feeling like you feel this too, right? Like this fucking just feels like meant to be kind of shit. I don't know, bro. I think that's fucking sick.
Yeah, if y'all want something that's similar to that, it's almost close to sex. It's a really good feeling.
I've never had that close a feeling with a bunch of other guys before, but
not like that. I'm talking about with the instrument. Hey, with the instrument.
Oh,
man.
okay. Clarify it, bro. Cause
no, if you
five other guys, it feels like sex though.
Nah, dude.
The instrument.
That's a train, bro.
That's a gang bang right there, brother. That's why my bajo quinto hole so big, bro. Because it's like No mames, güey. The way your fucking brain works, bro. I'm telling you, it's fucking weird shit, dude. That's a perfect transition, bro.
Stupid.
I knew that, bro. I knew that your brain fucking works in a crazy way. One day, short story time. I remember one time I think I was working at Amazon or something, and I was on the phone with you. We were talking on the phone. We talk on the phone sometimes, but I had to go for some reason. I was like, I don't know if my boss was calling me. I was like, hey, Dave, I'll call you back. And I hung up, and I forgot to call you back. And then the next day, you sent me a voice message. And you know that I'm a fucking big-ass fan of Dumb and Dumber and fucking Jim Carrey movies. And you sent me a voice message, and it was just you just go, hey, Harry, you never called. Bro, and I was like, that's a line from Dumb and Dumber from the movie. But it's not even like a memorable line. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a line, like a statement line from Dumb and Dumber. You don't know that line unless you know the movie Dumb and Dumber. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Ever since that day, I was just like, you could have chose any line from anything, but you just, from a random 2-second scene of the movie Dumb and Dumber, bro, you remembered it. And I'm just like, how the fuck does this guy remember that line and applies it to, like, this fucking situation happening in real life? I don't know, bro. Ever since then, bro, I was just like, fucking Dave in his brain is the weirdest fucking shit, bro.
Pinche Jim Carrey over here.
Bro, I swear. I will tell you who it is. Hey, Harry, you never called. It was the black police lady who fucking... The scene cuts off right after that. You don't even know why, because then he goes and talks to them, and that's where she gives him the bulletproof vest, and he goes into the room. Because that's when they said it. I'm fucking getting deep into the weeds with this fucking shit, bro. But anyways, it was from that shit that I was just like, your fucking brain is like, clicks differently, bro. I don't know what it is.
I think it's just, it's got to be I think like you say, a little bit of ADHD. It doesn't really stick to one thing. It's always like.
It's 80.
Like, I'm looking at things and wondering, well, okay, well, how is this, or how does this play its way, or why is it in this dimension or in this realm, or because right now we're coming to a place where AI is actually taking over.
It's scary.
And you don't know what creativity is real creativity and what's artificial creativity. And what are you going to go for? So the same thing can apply if it's not art to music. What else are we going to be applying AI for?
Everything.
Damn.
Bro, I'm scared of AI, bro. It's going to take over the world. It's going to take over the world.
That's why you guys ask, how do I remember stuff? I'm the same way.
Isn't that way?
See you.
Because you got a fucking, like, photographic memory.
Hey, we can't hang out. We can't be around together because we're going to take over the world like that.
We need to, fool.
No, I got to separate you two, bro. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what?
If we didn't start World War III, we will.
La neta.
Bro, you guys have great memories, and my memory is shit, bro. I fucking forget. That's why, actually, that's one of the main reasons why I like to record things, because queda grabado. And it's like, you remember something that happened? No, it's on video. Oh, Simon. Then I'll remember. But I need help remembering, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need someone to, like, remember when we went over here and did this? Oh, shit, yeah, you're right, we did. Then I'll remember.
Well, let me help you remember.
I was going to say.
How do you remember me? Where was the first time you remembered?
The first time I remembered, this is my... I knew who you guys were, right? I knew of Nuevo Impulso. This is probably...
Because of a wave, social media.
Yeah. No. This is probably the year, I don't know, 2014, 15 maybe? 2016 maybe? I don't know. We were mercenarios, and we just got done playing a gig at Remy's, I think. I don't know, bro, but I was coming out of Remy's. And I ran in, this guy walked up to me wearing headphones. And Remy's is in Salem, and there's a bunch of weird characters. And I haven't ever met you guys in real life at this point. I hadn't thought, right? And this guy was up, and he said something like, "Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?" And I thought it was like a homeless, like, tweaking out, bro. And I'm like, "Oh, we're doing all right, bro."
Did I look that ugly?
No. I just didn't recognize you. I think I was walking with George, or I forget who I was with, honestly. And then, "Hey, how's it going, man?" I'm like, "Good, bro." And he's like, "Bro, like, I don't know. I feel like we should fucking like jam out right now." And I'm like, "What?" And you didn't look like somebody who just came out of Remy's. And he's like, "Come on, man, you help me sing some songs," or something like that, bro. I forgot the actual conversation, but I'm like, "I don't sing." And he's like, "Bro, you sing." And I was just like, "Who the fuck is this?" And then I think like Alejandro kind of came out of the shadows too. Then I was like, wait a motherfucking minute. I think I know who these guys are. This is fucking No Impulso from over there across the fucking mountain, bro. Then I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Dave, bro. What the fuck is going on? That's the first memory that I thought I had of you, bro. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah.
So
now I remember we didn't perform at Remy's. We had an event we performed. I think we had an event that we performed out in Silver or State and around that area.
Like
So
near
on this
Salem.
side, on this side of the mountain. And it's obviously once we were done with our event, we're like, what else is there? The nightlife. You guys were performing at the nightlife or one of the venues, and that's how we encountered.
So you guys just did you guys go inside and see?
We didn't sing or
not see, but like watch us.
Yeah,
you guys were.
Yeah, unless I do remember because the one that I'm trying to say is like how long. That's a huge gap.
That's a huge gap to when you're talking about.
Okay,
tell me the one that you're talking about. When did we officially
meet? But I seen you. Didn't really encounter, but we were like right next to each other. It was probably the first time that you met Felix too.
I've known Felix for a while.
Gerardo Ortiz concert.
I knew Felix before that.
Okay, so then that's the time that I met you and Felix. At the Gerardo.
Because I was hanging out with Felix at that time too. We were playing.
You guys had your little booth right there, and then you guys started playing. You were there with your cousins too. Your cousins were there. I'm trying to think of his name. Fuck.
I have so many cousins. Start naming. Is he músico?
No.
Fuck. Was it Profiles?
No, it wasn't. No, está el tío también.
Alfredo?
I think it was him.
Alfredo? He's the only other tall cousin?
Yeah. Yeah, so... you guys were probably hanging out, and then that's when you started playing the quinto and stuff like that.
I was like learning quinto back then.
Because I was learning too. That's like the same time. Like,
no mames, bro. You were there when we were playing, or like?
Yeah, I was there. I was interested because like that's me being a musical, fucking being like fascinated with music and musicians. I'm like, yo, I haven't been to this side of the mountain. I haven't been to a Gerald Perro.
General, bro. It was a.
How do you spell?
Gerald Perro. That's a la verga. That's what you're saying, Gerald. I thought you said General Apparel. He said Jerry Perro. Jaripeo. Cut the pinche madre, cabrón. That's that brain I'm talking about. What the fuck you talking about? Bro, it was our friend's like booth. It was a boutique, a la moda boutique. She was shout out my homie Joanna. She would like sell like Ed Hardy hats, Ed Hardy clothes, and she had like a little booth. A la moda, that's what it was called.
Fucking straight
Commander clothes, bro. And it was like Gerardo Ortiz concert, so it was like this is a perfect opportunity to sell some Commander shit. You know what I'm saying? So she had a booth right there, and we were friends with her. So we're like, we had the instruments in the car. We're like, fuck it, let's play some music to attract some customers or whatever, bro. We ended up having it was like a jaripeo with the stage and music over there. Obviously a bunch of people. But we also had a bunch of people right here just fucking gathered around listening to fucking live music and shit. Like fucking playing zapateadas. We had like people dancing right here in the dirt and shit, bro. It was like, we did not expect that to happen at all. And I did not know that this motherfucker was there either, bro. No babes.
That was honestly my first, well, not my first. Yeah, first Hispanic concert that I went to by myself. Because obviously I went to see Los Originales when I was younger, but that was like the family. But like, yeah, me going on my own, not knowing what to expect. So.
Bro, I'm trying to, I still don't believe that you were there. Nothing, I mean, obviously it was like 13, 14 years ago.
I had like it's like a tan jacket. It had like fluffy inside. I was like pelon. I didn't have hair back then. Obviously, I've been growing my hair out. It's going on 8 years. 9 years in September.
I mean, because when I first met you, you didn't have long hair like that either. I do remember that. I remember you before you looked like Jesus Christ, bro. I remember.
So you do remember how I looked.
I do remember you before long hair.
Well, I'm glad you can remember because not too many people remember. They're like, yo,
I do.
I don't remember you with short hair.
When you came out of Remy's that day, you didn't have like long hair like that.
No, the long hair happened after Nuevo Impulso 2.5.
2.5. Bro, yeah. There's a picture on your Instagram. To this day, I showed profiles yesterday where you have the bajo quinto and you just have your hair down like this. Bro, I want to frame it and fucking persinarme every morning before I leave my house because you look like Jesus Christ holding a bajo quinto, bro.
No, that's El Magallanes.
Simón.
He's the one that made it go viral. He posted it.
He made it into a meme, huh?
He made it into the meme, and they called me Jesus Quintos.
The pasas de verga, bro.
They did it. I mean,
Perfect opportunity
they
for
use
a
it, yeah.
fucking handle, bro. You should change your Instagram to Jesuquintos, bro.
that's gonna be done.
Bro.
But then, what about the squeeze box?
That is true.
You say like, hey, I'm the accordion player. I look.
TikTok. Yeah, opportunity for other
All right,
social
let me
media
start Let me
platforms.
start a TikTok. A lot of people have been telling me like, yo, you're a character. Why don't you post more or do something like?
I'm one of those guys. I think you should post more. I post so much bullshit, bro. I post memes every day.
Yeah. No, and it's true. I mean, depending on how your algorithm works, you can either take it to your advantage and make some revenue off of it.
Honestly.
And it's not something that I look into because I feel like it's gonna take too much attention, too much time away from how you were saying, valuable time away from family.
Real time, real life.
I mean, it's already bad enough that I'm already trying to work and do my own thing.
It is true.
You know.
That's true. That's actually unfortunate too, because there's people that aren't even getting paid, that spend so much of their time just scrolling on social media, wasting real life time. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. That's just shots fired to somebody I live with. Get off your damn phone, girl. Talk to me while I'm here. Don't text me. No, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. I did not know that you were there, bro. At the fucking General Apparel.
Sure was.
That's crazy, dude. That is actually crazy. Where were you? Were you in the bola with us hanging out? Neta?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was fascinated because mainly because of if you go on Facebook, you'll find a picture of me on the Facebook, and I have a picture with Alex Perea when he was playing. Él era el acordeonista.
For Gerardo Ortiz?
Yeah.
You got back there with them?
Yeah.
How the fuck? You just had a fucking lanyard and be like, oh,
no.
VIP.
Sí, yo también estaba atascado ahí en el lodo. Remember that day was bad.
It was a hella polvadera.
And if you wanted to be VIP, well, they cleaned it out. They they put like blowers and stuff. They heated it up so it dried up all the dirt and there was no mud.
And you got the todo enlodado like, hey, what a picture.
Yeah, no, believe it or not, he was actually showing a kid that kind of was already friends with him in Los Angeles. Se llama Javier.
Mm-hmm.
Javier Reynoso and his son, el Junior, el Torito. So, saludos. Él mismo hizo el paro para to get to that part. And that's like the only time that I really felt like that group. Like, oh, I need to take a picture. And it was just like with him. But ever since then, like, everybody else like I've kicked it with or been out and got a chance to meet, it's never been like that. I just want to kick it with them. I don't barge their time. It's more like we're friends. Like, hey, you want to hang out? Let's hang out. So that's kind of weird. Like a lot of these other musicians, not too many, but a few of them, they click like that.
Simón.
Les caí bien. Like, oh, this guy's cool. It's
Sí.
chill. You know, I'm not barging in their face. Or
Sí,
there's none of that. It's just chill. Enjoy your time. Keep your space. Your distance.
I just like how you're saying. I like to be that way too, and I think that's why a lot of people like when I come around, they don't look at me like, oh, here comes fucking Mondo. I feel like people actually kind of enjoy when I show up or whenever we hang out and stuff. But at the same time, I also do like taking a picture with somebody just because when like a throwback or something like, oh, look, I've known this guy since fucking forever or whatever. I just like to have pictures, bro, because one day, bro, that's gonna be all we have left of people.
Yeah, no, yeah, because the only picture I can say that they asked me to take with them was Larry Hernandez, just because I was messing around with that fool. I was not really pissing him off, but it was just on the bus. I was fucking around. Everybody was like trying to take pictures with him. So I let my hair down because he was playing some old school ass music. So I pulled my lighter up and I'm all pulling it and I'm like, yeah.
No mames.
Yeah. So then he's over there in the bus and playing out those old school ass songs like the. So he sees me in the back because the light's hitting me in the back in the corner of the store, and he sees me doing that. And he's like, "Hey, fuck you!" Yeah. And then after they were leaving, and one of the promoters, que lo trajo, he was already gonna leave, and he's like, "Wait, he needs to take a picture with me unless he doesn't want to get paid." But he was just saying like as a joke.
Sí, what?
So then he did. Se salió a tomar una foto, and then the guy that was with him. He's like, because they called me El Buki. He's like, hey, Buki, ¿quieres tomar una foto?
What?
Yeah. So I took a picture. I'm like, hey, so right in the bus. And that was like the only time that I
just wanted a picture with you.
Well, like, yeah, they're like, yo, let's take a picture. But he didn't post anything. Just like, take it.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
haven't.
Whose phone was it on? His phone?
My phone.
On your phone? You have it?
have it?
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta send that shit to me. I'm gonna plug it in the. If it's cool with you, can I plug it into the podcast, man?
Yeah.
I wish somebody was recording when you were going like that with the lighter.
I know. It's just funny because like a lot of like times being backstage with a lot of it's just my experience, and people are like, dude, you should have vlogged this. You should have vlogged it. It would have been a badass vlog. Sometimes it's cool to kind of keep those stories to yourself, and you know, I don't really want to be exposing and like that's their own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like people ask, oh, is it true that they do have this and they have that? I'm like, that's all I do. I don't know. It's just.
That's true. That's true. Because a lot of times if you post it up, people are like, oh, you're just doing it como aprovechándote, hanging out with them to subir content, make yourself get more or whatever. I mean, that people can see it that way.
But I'm not a content creator. Like, I'm not monetizing off any of the content, or if I were to make any content, it would have been valuable. It would have been like monetary worthy.
See.
But I didn't take advantage of it. I haven't done it. And it's something that I feel like even them as an artist, they can frown upon. I'm like, yo, what are you doing trying to make money off me doing my thing and shit?
Right, that is true. People can get upset. Like,
right.
Bro, I'm the one with the clout right here. You just came over here and did a quick video, and you're getting paid because you're hanging out with me? People can get pissed that way.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of just kept it to me. And if I did disrespect anyone or anything, well, I'm sorry.
Que se van a la verga. No se crean. No. Nah, bro, I know how you are, bro. You're like, well, fucking, we're not out here fucking cause drama. That's why I even asked you beforehand. I was like, this podcast, bro, we're not a negative podcast. So I was like, I'll never bring up, like, ¿qué pedos traías con este güey? Or whatever. Like, I'll never do that to you.
We go do no DX.
Suck it a la verga. You got no chance. No, I was wrong. Bro, I'm going to fucking switch gears a little bit. I'm going to ask you, this is the Go Deeper podcast, bro, and we ask two fucking clutch kind of statement questions to, well, we haven't done it a whole lot lately, but we're going to do it this time. We're going to have to do it this time. We didn't do it the last one, or I didn't do it with Irvin either.
Nope.
But we're going to have
Or, ¿cómo se llama el otro? The one where he brought his wife and his...
El Jose.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have to ask him a shit story because he works in the fucking sewer system.
Sí.
So he has
I
shit
forgot
stories
about
for
that.
days. So those are my compa Jose, bro. But I am going to ask you, pinche SqueezeBox Dave, a shit story, bro. Una vez que te has cagado, una vez que you're fucking in the middle of watching Harry Potter 4 and you...
Nah, it's the only one I can think of would be good is part of the band. It was like it happened within the band, because I'm sure that's what you're saying. Oh, anything with the tocada or anything like that.
Yeah. Anyway, it could be anywhere. It doesn't have to strictly be music, cause
I think this one's all right.
hey, hold on. Which band though? Because you're telling me about
Nuevo Impulso.
Nuevo Impulso. 1, 2.0, or 2.5?
1.0.
1.0.
So when we had that heat going,
When he had that,
so
the
everybody was trying to get us. I'm like, oh yeah, they got us a gig on a Monday. They closed down the bar right here. What is it, Mojitos now? So
back then it was called Fandango.
Fandango. So it was Fandango, and they ended up closing it down. It was the family got it for a birthday party or somebody. They had a mariachi, and they contracted us. I'm like, okay, so we had to commute and go over here. Well, before that, Monday had conspired. It was the Saturday. Got invited to a house party at a houseboat. And we were out in Lake Billy Chinook.
Hey.
And it was tight. It was the boat was cool, and I didn't go there for the whole weekend. I only went there for one day. I took my cousin, and it jumped in the water, and I got out, and I got a little bit of water inside me, but just like through my nostrils, and just enough to go inside my system.
See.
So it took the course of like those 2 days to start brewing in my gut. Because believe it or not, it was an algae bloom that they had posted out there for the water.
Like
so,
a warning.
Yeah, like don't drink it or do none of that shit because it'll get you sick. No. So I didn't know. It was brewing, and like that Monday, I felt like really gassy as fuck, and it stank really bad. Like No, I'm serious because it's.
They usually smell good, but this Monday, bro.
Who enjoys the smell of their own methane?
I don't know, bro. There's a lot of kinks out there nowadays, bro. It's 2023. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, you may have some that smell like McDonald's fries and stuff, but
Not mine, bro. You know when I fart, bro. That's the thing, bro. People like when I fart, it's just like,
death.
yeah, like you know when someone farts, it's like who farted. When I fart, it's like Mondo, you fucked up. Like we. Déjalo. There's worse things have happened in that corner.
It went down there. Oh,
No, mames. So, anyways, Monday, you're gassy. It doesn't smell like McDonald's fries.
no, it's just like it's just bad. It's really rancid, bad, fucking pungent. Like it's
Sulfury, huevo,
yeah,
shit.
yeah, like that.
I know
That's
you're
so
talking about,
fear. Like it hits you right in your nose. And we had to commute, which is like 3 hours, 3.5 hours to get to Portland. I'm in the ride. We're all in the one vehicle.
See,
I had my ass in the back.
you're stinking up the car right
and
all the way over.
opening that up, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this
Fucking
guy?
Dave.
So on our way over here, I told him that you guys gotta stop at the bathrooms over here in Government Pass, Government Camp.
That's hella fucking far.
Yeah, so
And that's like
we stopped-
halfway.
Yeah, so that's a halfway destination.
Yeah.
So they were suffering, and they still had to suffer because I didn't relieve myself there. I still had to come over here, and once we did it, came over here to the Fandangos at the time.
Uh-huh.
The mariachi was playing, and they're getting their stuff out. I'm like, fuck this, I need to go to the bathroom.
I gotta take that shit.
Yeah. So sure enough, I wasn't the only one in the bathroom. There was a mariachi player. I think he was really fucked up or hungover from the weekend before. So he had to clear himself out too. He was fucked up. I'm like, yo, please excuse. I gotta go.
I'm dancing. I'm over here fucking holding on to fucking Tootsie Rolls, bro. I'm fucking about to release them.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
The girls' bathroom, huh?
Huh?
You had to go to the girls' bathroom, huh?
No, I was respectful.
I wouldn't do that to the ladies,
Nah.
man. I'm a gentleman. Like
Yeah. I mean, nowadays you can do that if you want to.
Just
But
identify. You got the hair already, bro.
shit. I don't identify.
I don't identify as Jesus Christ today. Not the Christ. But I think there's only one toilet there, right? Like a sit-down toilet right there at Fandangos.
Yeah.
Not Flamingo, not Mojitos.
It's Fandangos, yeah.
So you had to take a shit and the mariachi was in there like taking a shit too? You're just like,
No, he was puking.
oh, no mames.
Because like I said, he was fucked up.
Oh, got you.
Estaba crudote el güey or no sé qué pedo.
And you're just
But-
like, dog.
Like I had to use the restroom. So I'm like, yo, and yeah, it was good because after that I relieved and felt better.
Well, that's good, bro. So
That's the only one that I can bring up. that I
See?
think of.
that's good. So you didn't shit yourself yet. It was just a close.
It was a
like
close call. It was
Simon.
pretty gassy. I mean, other than that, I never really had any like urges during playing or anything. That's just the only thing I can think of.
good, bro. Good. Knock on fucking wood. You know, there's not wood, but there's no wood in here. So we got to knock on the tree when we get the fuck out of here.
I knew he was gonna do that shit.
Ah, bueno. That was pretty good. Fucking note to self: never jump into Lake Billy Chinook, bro. Oh fuck.
No. Check with your
Local advisories.
to see if there's any water levels.
Another fucking question that we have on the Go Deeper podcast, bro. If you have had any paranormal experience or kind of weird shit that's ever happened to you, and I know you have because we kind of talked about this a little bit, and you sent me some pictures, and I'm gonna fucking post them when you talk about what you're about to fucking talk about. I'll show you in a minute, bro. And this happened in Oregon.
Yeah, believe it or not, it happens. It happens worldwide, and it doesn't just happen to one class of animals. It happens to a lot of other species of animals. Yeah, it was crazy. I went to work, got a call. So my roommate was panicking. He's like, "Dude, the cops over here, dude. Somebody just fucking killed a cow." And he was just flipping out. And one of his friends ended up leaving because he knew what happened. He's like, "Dude, he dipped out." And I think he was more of a believer, so he left. And when I got the photos, you get to see it, and it's cattle, or it was an actual bull with they took the lower half of its jaw out.
No,
Yeah, and they cut it and they drained its blood, and there was no like, it was bloated as if it was dead for a while, but they feed these animals daily, so it was already fed, and there was a bunch of other ones there. They were all surrounding it, and it was bloated. No traces of blood, no forced entry, no like that went in.
No bite marks.
No. The perfect cuts that took it off, it was almost like surgical like, but it had no damage to the bone.
So, because the picture that I didn't know, I couldn't tell that from the picture. It just looks like
you see it. There's no blood.
Right.
Like, if you kill something, anything, there should be blood everywhere.
Right.
There's no blood there. That's
That's
the
just-
first thing you see is a carcass and bloated and no blood.
That's insane. That's and drained of blood.
They couldn't get a pint of blood out of it.
So something surgically took the jaw off of it, right? Like this part of
Face,
it.
yeah.
Like, I thought the whole face was gone.
It's the lower half, like right here.
Like the snout, pues, of the bull,
From the lower half. Yeah.
and drained the blood out from there somehow.
Or who knows where. There was they were believing it's probably like some sick fucks that are trying to do like
Pranks or something.
Satan worshipping shit. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? If they really want blood, why couldn't you just go to a butcher
Right.
and get all the blood?
Yeah.
Or whatever they want to, you know,
Mhm.
whatever they need. But does it have to be fresh or what? And cases like this have been reported from years on out.
Around the world too.
Around the world, yeah. It's not just here. And they have an archive of it, of like where incidences and cases happen. And there's crazy photos because like even in Oregon, you see one where like a cow has its stomach, like the sexual or reproductive organs removed, and it's cut like a perfect circular.
I've seen.
And then they have it sitting like planted. And like, how can you have a dead animal sitting like as if it's alive without nothing holding it? And it has a cut, and it's the same thing.
Like a hole, like
Yeah.
like literally missing,
Like a piece, and and the organs are gone.
I didn't know that they leave them sitting up like that, like if they're
No,
alive.
not always.
Oh.
There was the one case, and you can see it in Oregon. You can, if you type it in, cow mutilation Oregon or something like that, you'll see it, and it's posted up like that.
That's my mom.
Yeah, but those other ones, they were down, and that happened a few years ago, about like 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
And then they had another cow mutilation.
That happened again.
Yeah, down like right by my folks' house.
Uh-huh.
Because the one that happened first was like not even 100 yards from where I was sleeping, like about.
No mames.
Yeah. Like, it was crazy because I remember the night, it was stupid cold. Like, whoever wanted to do this had to withstand 15 degrees of temperature. It was that cold that weekend.
Uh-huh.
And outside, I noticed the coyotes were calling. There was no, like, there's a lot of prey or predators that go around.
Simon.
Nothing landed on the animal. Like, no, the birds, they all posted around the trees or on the fence. They didn't touch it. The coyotes that go by, they didn't bite it.
Wait a minute. Even after it was dead?
Yeah.
Like they didn't, because they're scavengers.
Yeah,
Like
they're scavengers.
They're taking advantage of
Like,
something.
they knew,
that then,
they knew something was up with it, with the
Uh-huh.
kill, that they didn't touch it.
That's,
It's like they were posted up with each other. Hey, you go touch it. Nah, you go touch it.
you go. And they didn't.
That's way?
And they didn't fuck with it.
No.
That's crazy to me. No, and then you said it happened again at the other end of the fucking ranch. You're
Yeah.
talking about? No mames.
And this time it was a cow. It wasn't a bull. It was a cow.
Mm-hmm. But same thing, same snout thing.
I didn't get pictures of that one, but the way they told me, like, yeah, it's about the same. But they ended up taking another, like, a patch of it on the side too.
Uh huh. What the fuck? What do you think it is? You think it's people doing demon worshiping? This is where we get weird with it, huh? This is where the conspiracy comes in.
Yeah. It's hard of speculation, but if I were to speculate, I don't think we're alone, and I don't think whatever is doing that is already made Earth its home. Like,
Simon.
and whatever we believe Earth is, it's probably much more broader than what we think it is. What we believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
They might have us, this and that, but there's a lot more out there that
that we
Just
don't
because
know.
we just tell you something, that's a good story. Believe it.
Right.
That's why I tell everybody, even what I'm telling you, just take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It might be just a really good story.
Yeah. No. They, especially when it comes to the government and shit. We're believing what the government tells us because that's what the government, and we're supposed to believe them, right? They're the ones that's supposed to be taking care of us. But like, come on, now, son.
No. It's
Come
if you
on
look
now,
at
son.
if you look at the definition of government, it's people governing other people.
Right.
So we have to govern. So ourselves,
Governing-
we are the ones that we have to put those people in power, and we can take them out of power.
Yep.
But we forget that, and we're like, oh no, leave them in power, and let's get other people, and we can't do anything about it. Yes, we have a voice. All of us united, we can stop them. Look at the pandemic. They really wanted us up there because they couldn't make money.
Right.
So like, get your ass up, because they knew we were fucking up the system, not doing shit, because we were all united, sitting down on our asses.
Right.
Didn't generate any revenue.
Not exactly how you said. There was no economic rolling at all.
No.
That's
But yeah,
crazy. And
'cause-
that's how you fuck
'cause
them up.
It's because
actually.
a few people were getting richer, but yeah, I mean, they got rich, and then poor people got poorer, and then you still got to make more people poorer, so people can be more. You can't have a bunch of rich people. How did you get rich people? With poor people.
Yep.
How did you get poor people? With rich people.
Yep.
The yin and the yang.
People don't realize all that shit though. That's another.
And it's a
conspiracy
balance,
theory.
and it's a battle. Ultimately, I feel like if someone were to ask me, it's kind of hard. I don't want to say it, but maybe, what if what we're living in right now is purgatory? It's a battle of good and evil, because it's always there, and it's always tempted. We're always here.
I mean, it is.
We're in purgatory right now. Some people would say this is purgatory, and you decide
In
where
this
you're
life.
where you're gonna end up your afterlife, where you're gonna go.
But purgatory is supposed to be in between life and death, right? It's the in
Right.
between. It's like, is it not your life, but you haven't reached your final destination of your afterlife,
Correct.
and that's where we're at right now. But if this is purgatory, then where was life at before? Because I don't remember. I wasn't there, or maybe I was. I just don't remember. Anyways, we do gotta fucking wrap it up. I forgot that people are catching flights around here. Dude, they thank you so much for fucking coming on, bro. I really do fucking appreciate it. I know, bro. I know. How long do you think we can talk about that for?
Not that long. Well, we can do another parter.
This is part 1. Or another part or what?
No part. Let's just finish it. 432 hertz. He has me on here.
Yes. Do you know what? Because you're musically inclined. You know what standard tuning is? The hertz? Okay, never mind. Standard tuning is at 440 hertz, right?
Yep.
But fuck that shit.
There's I haven't really got into it. Is a fine line almost into where if people are right or wrong within why it became 440. The way people bring it to why they had the standard was because the people that were singing up in Europe, they were at a different standard versus the winded instruments.
Mm-hmm.
So when they would come together to sing, they would be off. So that's why they settled at standard. But I'm wondering, why did they settle at just at that 440 hertz?
Right.
Because me personally, I feel 432 is more soothing. I mean, it doesn't feel forced in your ear. Like, you can look up any other song or just type a song regularly and then type that same song, and hopefully it comes out. Just type 432 HZ hertz. And if it does come out, just give me... You guys make the decision yourself. If it sounds appealing to your ear, if it comes out rough or rushed.
Come on. It does. You show me some examples on the way over here, and there is a slight difference, and just the difference is, it's more palatable to your fucking ears. Like, for some reason, it's hard to put your finger on as to why. It just is. It just sounds better, I think. And I don't know what the difference is. Like, who made that? Like, why is it better? I don't fucking know, but it fucking is.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have to try to look into it more, but I really do want to play and start producing music or having some music out at that standard tuning, or not that standard, at
432.
432 tuning hertz. And I mean, I feel like it'll be something that's more appealing. I don't want to force music that sounds like forcing your ear.
Can you tune an accordion to 432?
That's what I'm looking into. I have talked to a few people.
You have to be able to. I think Intocable does it.
Unless they do the recordings.
And then change it afterwards? Like record it with the standard accordion and then tweak it? I don't fucking know, bro. And how do you tweak it? Do you like do the key change tool like ever so slightly?
On the reeds, they have to... I haven't really got much into it. It's just they have to scratch like... in the reeds, there's valves and then there's a reed.
Yeah, right. When it makes a sound is when it like...
Yeah, and it'll vibrate. It'll resonate.
See.
Depending on how thin it is and how thick it is, it'll resonate.
It makes the sound.
Yeah. So I think you got to adjust how much you have to cut off of it and make it thin and then get that same frequency. And one of them is like one's at one setting and the other one's at like 2 frequencies down. Like I know it's something weird like that. I am not too familiar, not too sure, but I know that one has to be off because they can't be the same because they'll sound unison. One has to be a little bit off than the other. So go doo-doo-doo-doo. So you have that.
Fuck it. It's a fucking... That's a whole nother fucking rabbit hole of fucking shit, dude. What, bitch? We were making fucking laughs.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, don't want to take too much time. Want to wrap it up.
Simón, dude, I am going to fucking thank you one more time for fucking coming out. Otra vez, antes de que nos vayamos a esta cámara, your fucking socials, where the people can find you at.
SqueezeBox Dave, or change the Y to the V.
For Snapchat.
For Snapchat. Maybe do TikTok. Was it Jesus Quintos?
Jesus Quintos, bro. You are letting go of a fucking opportunity. If you don't have that by the time this comes out, someone else is going to fucking have it. They're going to hear it and they're going to fucking take it. Fuck of the...
Peel it.
I'll peel it. Fucking TM copyright. Anyways, thank you guys fucking so much for watching. This has been the Go Deeper podcast. It's your mama's favorite podcast. Your older sister watches the podcast very, very late night, baby. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to Profiles. Thank you to my homie Dave. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Sophie who came in and crashed the show. Saludos a todos de Ben. Y hasta la próxima. Vámonos a la verga.